Indiana State football fall camp coverage is brought to you by U.S. Lawn, the official lawn care provider of Sycamore Athletics. Fall camp is over. You're now starting to get a little bit more into your daily routine. How important is it to get into that routine right now? Not just for you guys as an offensive line, but just for you guys as a team.
It's critical. I mean, we've had more of a realization that fundamentals are going to win us the games that we want to win. Okay, and if we come out with that consistency within our routine equals fundamentals, right? Those everyday drills, those are the things that are going to win us games when it comes down to you know what. Okay, so I feel like we have a better realization right now that fundamentals are critical than we've ever had.
How closer are you to getting to the mentality you want your group to be, Coach Funk, from when you started the fall camp to now being completed and now getting into game prep mode?
We got a ways to go in a lot of things, but I'll tell you what, we're playing with an edge right now. We have a physical mindset. We come out to attack rather than just hesitate. We don't hesitate. We cut it loose a lot of times. We got a ways to go. We got a lot of stuff to clean up, but the want to's there. This position, you cannot play without an edge or playing with a chip on your shoulder. You cannot. It is not possible. So these guys are really taking that to heart, and I think they're having fun doing it. They're understanding moving a guy from point A to point B against their will is what football's all about, and I think they're really taking pride in that.
You know, there's so many different programs that may put emphasis on tackles or guards or your centers, but how much is it just getting the best five out there, and how often do multiple of your guys play as many different positions here now during practice and what you've been putting them through camp?
That's part of it. We have a deep group. I feel really good about ones, twos, threes all the way down. But I'll tell you what, I'm a firm believer that guys need to understand the full picture of the five, right? And obviously you always want to have the best five on the field individually, but it all comes down to the best five that play as a cohesive five-man unit, right? So if I got guys that are consistent across the board, that play tough, that are physical, that come off the ball, maybe one of those guys that tick slower than another, but they play the best as a five, that's how you find success up front. And I think we're starting to find that.
Coach Mallory really pinpointed three young guys in your group, and Griffin, Spencer, and Tate, and what they've done in fall camp. Why are they getting noticed by the head coach? You're a guy that works with them every day. So what do you notice with them and why they're starting to catch some attention?
I think they've really taken it to heart, the fact that it's next man up mentality. I mean, you got a guy that got a bump and a bruise. These guys are ready to roll. They didn't have to get ready. They stayed ready. And they got a lot of reps in spring. They developed because they were realizing, you know what, it's my time now. I have a chance. Either I'm going to keep it or I'm going to lose it. And I think we're really taking notice of those three because, man, they just play hard. They play with an edge. I couldn't be more proud of their effort, their toughness. They come off the ball. I mean, obviously we got stuff to clean up. We always will. But those three are getting noticed because they play harder than they've ever played, and they're having fun doing it.
Again, you get to see it each and every day being in the office live room, but what has the teammates seen of a guy like Jose to say, you know what, Jose, we want you to be one of our four captains?
I'll tell you what, first of all, I couldn't be more proud of Jose. I've known him ever since the recruiting process, been here long enough to see him develop into the man he is now. He's got a ways to go in a lot of different things, but I'll tell you what, those guys saw a guy that led by example, right? He was vocal. Okay, but he started with doing everything that he asked everyone else to do. He had a little bit of a setback before, but I tell you what, he came back stronger than ever, and he knew how critical it was to show these young guys, to show other guys around him, still showing the Tates, the Spencers, and the Griffins what it's supposed to look like, and that's why those guys took notice. Man, he leads from the front, he starts it and leads by example, and that's why that's why he was voted a team captain. It's clear.
I forget the exact number, but, you know, we went so long with just having Wyatt Wozniak at center, and that's kind of all we knew. And even trying to find that consistency there. Where's Jackson when healthy? What's really his positives and what he's brought to that position in terms of that consistency?
You know, Coach Mallory's always said it, you know, one of my favorite quotes, the expectation is at the position, right? So those guys that played a long time, the Wyatt Wozniaks, the James Langs, the Isaiah Edwards, the Tate Levitts, those guys before set the tone for those guys behind them, and I couldn't say enough good things about them. But speaking about Jackson, man, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about not having to get ready because you stay ready? He is the epitome of that. He is intelligent, he works his tail off, he's tough, he makes other guys better around him. I couldn't say more good things about him if I tried. You know, he's got to clean his stuff up still, but I'll tell you what, he's the first one to say, I should have done this, I should have done that. That could have been better. And I'll tell you what, that's what's going to make him a very, very good center in this system moving forward.
As you look just as the group, as you press on and you get closer to kickoff on that Thursday night against North Alabama, what's just the biggest thing you keep preaching to your guys each and every day, Coach Funk?
Toughness and relentless effort. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the scheme stuff is not going to get us that victory. Us with consistent, great, relentless, nasty physical attitudes coming off the ball and straining are going to win us games. We have not good, great running backs. And we as a front need to take pride in the fact that if we fit up and we play hard and tough, maybe the scheme isn't always there. Maybe there's an issue. But if we play with our hair on fire, our backs are going to make us right, and our quarterbacks alike. If relentless effort and toughness will get us where we want to go.